Yeah.
So hi everyone, today I'll show you how to do the rainfall experiment. Before the experiment, you need to prepare this kind of things: a soil column, sand. I think the optimal one is the sieve number 70 and 80, like between those two sieves. But you can use other sand and clay. And to do the experiment, you also need a column to measure the rainfall intensity, and a pipette tips, and a dump beaker to dump the used tips. So now we can start the experiment. First, we need to measure a certain amount of sand and clay and mix them in a beaker to make our artificial soil. I usually use 245 grams of sand and 25 grams of clay. Mix them well in a beaker and then pour into the soil column. And when you pour it, it's loose, so we want to pack it a little bit. We can just pack it on the table or pack it on the floor and extract the pounded water out until it's just saturated but no pounded water. Then the soil is good. Okay, and then we want to make sure the rainfall is good. So we use this column, put it at the position where we would like to put our soil column, and start testing the rainfall machine. So turn on this very old computer. You want to make sure it's off to be safe. Oh, while we're waiting, I can introduce the tubing system. So this tubing system would pump water from this bucket to the Rainmaker that we will hang on the ceiling. And thanks Will for helping me make this. So whenever we press a button, we want to press Alt at the same time. So first Alt F, and then open. The program we want to use called PAT.PRG. You can see it's very old computer. Yeah. So the name is PAT.PRG, and then open.
Does it always look like this?
Yeah, sometimes it's
giving like a headache.
Yeah, and for the Rainmaker, we want to use tape to bind the tube to the Rainmaker, and then make sure it's off. It's very important. And then go up and fix the Rainmaker on the frame. Okay, and another important thing is to make sure the Rainmaker is at the origin. You can see there's a 0 on the ceiling, so move the frame to 0. Okay. Move the frame to 0, and then also to the most right side. There are 2 lines you can see on the frame. Okay, make sure it's at the origin. Otherwise, it will be broken. Okay, then we can turn on the machine, and then for the computer part, press Alt and U.
Can you show me again where you turn on the machine?
Here. So it's on and off. Make sure before you go up and hang the Rainmaker is off, and when you come down it's on. And then we can download. And then it's moving. It moves to a certain spot and then like keep moving along x-axis and y-axis. Yeah, just around that spot. And we like to find the center of the rainbow before we do the experiment. So turn on the pump.
Hold on 1 second.
Sure.
Show me how you turn on the pump.
Yeah, turn on the pump. I think it's forward. And turn it to the largest speed because now it's empty and we want to fill it quickly. It takes some time, and in order to get a certain kind of rainfall intensity, you need to play with it a little bit to find the certain kind of pump speed. Yeah, to get the rainfall intensity you want. So now let's see it rains. And now it's time to find the center of the rainbow. We can see the rain of the rainbow, so just to move the basin and the column.
Joseph, how long will this program run for?
Very loud,
Very long.
like many hours.
Okay.
After it's modified. I mean before it's modified. So I don't know what they changed to the program. I hope the time didn't change. Yeah. Well, think you find the center of the rainfall, you want to find a way to mark the spot and then start measuring the rainfall intensity. So to measure the rainfall intensity, you empty the column and wipe it dry. Wipe the column dry. Put the column here, and then wait for a certain time, maybe 5 minutes. I don't know. Wait for 5 minutes and then stop the timer and remove the column and then measure the depth of the water so you know the rainfall intensity. Yeah, in order to make sure the rainfall is constant, you can measure.
Could you keep speaking up?
Okay. Yeah. In order to make sure the rainfall is constant, you can measure 2 or 3 times to make sure the intensity is constant. Yeah, for real experiments, you want to make sure the water depth in the Rainmaker is constant, so the rain intensity can be constant. Yeah, so you need to change the speed of the pump and things like that. And then when it's constant and everything's good, we can start to take samples. Oh, and for the first sample, we want to take it when we pack the soil and get the pounded water out, because that's the original soil water. We want to get a sample from that. And then depends on what the experiment would be. If the experiment requires, at the beginning there's clean pounded water, then you need to use a paper strip, put on the soil, and use a pipette to add clean water until it reach like until it reached the center of the holes on the column. But if the experiment requires the soil is saturated but there's no pounded water, then it's okay. And before the experiment, you want to make a timetable to determine like when you would like to take samples. I usually do like every 15 seconds, but it's like a little bit hard. So I usually record an audio and let it count the time for me, so I can concentrate on taking the samples. Okay. So for a real experiment, you can use an umbrella to protect this area and then put the soil column here. And when the audio or the timer starts, you can remove the umbrella and start taking samples. It's a little bit hard to take the samples because we should avoid the soil and we don't want to get bubbles. But when it rains, the water level changes when the rain hits the pounded water. So it's a little bit hard, but yeah, we want to just get the pounded water but nothing else. Now since the soil is dry, so we need to wait a little bit longer until we can see pounded water. Oh, so now we get enough pounded water, so we can extract the sample. Oh, I forgot to get a cuvette or something. Yeah, you want to insert the sample in a cuvette and then dump the tip and use another new tip. Today I forgot to bring a cuvette, so yeah, just as you know. And then it depends on your experimental design how long the rainfall part goes. It may go from like half an hour to like 2 hours. And after the rainfall experiment, remove the soil column very carefully. And then you can measure the rainfall intensity again to make sure the rainfall intensity is constant. And so here is the soil column, and we need to measure the pounding depth, like from the surface of the soil to the surface of the water. That's the pounding depth. We want to measure that, and after several days, when the pounded water gets evaporated and we can see a shield layer. So then we want to measure the depth of the shield layer. That's very important for our experiment. And after that, we can dig all of the shield layer and put it on an aluminum tray and measure the weight of the shield layer. That may be important too. Yeah, and for the runoff samples, we may want to measure the concentration of clay or concentration of chloride or concentration of E. coli or whatever you want, but we will explain it in next video. So thank Allison and Chelsea for helping me make this movie. Yeah, see you next time. Bye.